Hey, this is PH, and welcome to another episode of Good Bible Knowledge with PhD. In this set of videos, I want to provide answers to common questions about the Bible in a fun and creative way. I hope these videos will be helpful in your own spiritual journey in Jesus. Let's get started. What happened to Elijah after Mount Carmel? Mount Carmel was the highlight in the ministry of Elijah the prophet. Elijah defeated 400 prophets of Baal, proving that God of Israel was the true God. And the people turned their hearts back to the Lord, and Ahab retreated home in defeat. It seemed as if nothing could go wrong for Elijah, until the word got to Jezebel. Jezebel sent a message to Elijah, vowing that she would not rest until Elijah was dead. Elijah fled to the wilderness of Beersheba, and after a day's journey, he sat down under a broom tree. Exhausted and disheartened, Elijah cried out to the Lord, "Please take my life, for I am no better than my fathers." With this, he lay down and went to sleep. After a time, God sent an angel to wake Elijah, and when he arose, he saw a warm cake and a jug of water before him. And after he had eaten, Elijah went back to sleep. The Lord again sent an angel to bring food, and after he had eaten, Elijah traveled for 40 days in the wilderness until he arrived at Mount Horeb. As he rested in a cave, the Lord spoke to Elijah, saying, "Elijah, what are you doing hiding in a cave?" Elijah answered, "Lord, I have been so zealous for you, but still your people have forsaken you. They've killed your prophets, and I'm the only one left." God gently responded, "Elijah, go out and stand at the foot of Mount Horeb." And as Elijah stood at Horeb, there was a great wind that tore through the mountains, but the word of the Lord was not in the wind. Then there was an earthquake that shook the ground beneath his feet, followed by a great fire. But the word of the Lord was not in the quake, nor in the fire. Then the Lord spoke to Elijah in a gentle whisper. The Lord instructed Elijah to go and anoint Hazael, king over Aram, and then anoint Jehu, king over Israel, and finally anoint Elisha as your own personal protege. Who are Hazael and Jehu? Hazael would be God's instrument to bring judgment upon wicked Israel, and Jehu would be the one who would bring about the collapse of the reign of Ahab and Jezebel. God also encouraged Elijah by saying, "You're not alone, for I have reserved 7,000 men who are followers of God just like you." Elijah then departed Horeb and found Elisha, who was plowing the field. And as he passed by, Elijah cast his cloak upon Elisha's shoulder, who set aside everything to follow him. From this story, we see that God not only is a holy God, the powerful ruler of creation, he is also a gentle and loving God who responds to his servants with compassion and care. God responded to Elisha's complaints with a reprieve, a refreshment, and a gentle whisper of encouragement. Even when Elijah's world seemed to collapse around him, God assured Elijah that he is still in control. And if Elijah would faithfully follow him, God would bring about his perfect will and make all things right. Jesus said to his disciples, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. If you take my yoke upon you and learn from me, you will find that I am gentle and meek, and you will find rest for your soul." Thanks for listening to another episode of Good Bible Knowledge. We'll see you next time.